What do you do if you have a case where the evidence is just overwhelming against your client? We had a perfect example of something like this yesterday. I think it focuses mainly on mitigation and relationships and trust. In this particular case, my client was charged with having possession of multiple weapons, and he actually was having a mental breakdown. He had these weapons, the cops basically surrounded the house, and he was bunkered down in the house. Now, he didn't shoot anything or he didn't hurt anybody, but obviously this was a dangerous situation for himself and the cops, and he was charged with some major offenses. We were able to get all the felony charges dismissed, and he walked away with a misdemeanor and no jail. Now, that is an absolutely amazing outcome that's this serious, with these serious charges. Now, how are we able to do that? And I think, again, that goes to relationships, mitigation, and trust. So the relationships are the relationships that an attorney like me or a local attorney has with the local DA's office. So this way, when I'm approaching the DA's office and I'm representing something, they know that I am a trustworthy attorney. I don't fabricate, and I try to be a straight shooter. If I go to them and based on that reputation that I have, and I tell them that, listen, this is a client who had a mental breakdown, whose actions were completely out of character for him, that's something that hopefully holds weight with the DA's office. Likewise, trust. Based off that relationship, I've developed a level of trust with these DAs that, again, I'm not going to them in every case and making up some story. If I'm telling them something, then it comes from a place of trust that I've earned over my time as both a prosecutor and a defense attorney. Lastly, mitigation. In every case, it's critical for an attorney to be able to mitigate the damages. And that mitigation goes as far as your client is concerned, as well as the legal issues. In this case, we got my client into treatment, some serious mental health treatment, substance abuse treatment, and he did what he needed to do, was compliant, and we were able to show the court and the DA that he is a changed person from when I first saw him in a hospital bed, handcuffed to the bed after he was arrested for this charge. He did inpatient for 30 days. He did significant outpatient. I'm talking about a complete 180 as far as his condition. The other type of mitigation is legal mitigation. We were able to show the DA that, notwithstanding the serious allegations, if you look deeper in between the lines, you're able to show that, again, this was not a crime of somebody trying to hurt someone, not a violent crime, even though it was charged as a violent crime. We're able to mitigate that. We're able to distinguish that as part of our negotiations and get the DA to agree to dismiss the felony count. And my client walked away again with no felony record and no jail in this case. And that was a huge win for my client.